Hey, I'm Tierra,
Hey, I'm Diamond.
and this is our first pilot episode of our podcast. My name is Tierra Nicole Polite. I'm from Charleston, South Carolina. I own Epiphany Hair Studio, which is located on Dorchester Road. That is my salon. I also own Epiphany Beauty Institute, which is a beauty school located in Somerville, South Carolina.
Puppeteer.
I am a realtor. I am an instructor. I am a whole lot of things. But like we said, this is our first pilot episode of our podcast, and we're excited to have you here.
So I'm Diamond. I from Charleston, South Carolina. I work at Diva Dolls Hair Salon. I offer braiding classes for kids and adults. I also offer one-on-one. This is our first podcast that we're doing together. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it.
Yes.
We have a lot to talk about.
So let's kind of let y'all know how this got started. So I posted a status one day, and I went live with someone. And then me and Diamond went live, and, the people really enjoyed it. So that's how this really happened on mistake. So,
Right.
but we did get good feedback
Right.
on it. So we decided to, do a podcast and kind of talk about the things that people don't like to talk about.
Right. And a lot of things that people like to throw under the rug or feel that they would be judged in a certain way of is brought up to someone, who they're in a relationship with or however it may go.
Yes.
So Tierra says she's going to say what the people are afraid to say.
Yes, put it on the floor.
She's going to put it on the floor. Put it on the floor.
Yes.
Yeah.
So remember, one of our viewers said that they wanted us to talk about, people, their accomplishments, and I guess people not wanting to celebrate people that's in the same industry or
As
the
them.
same field as them. So I'm gonna start and give my take on that and how I feel about that being an entrepreneur. So as an entrepreneur, it's very hard. It's a lot of sacrifice. I really feel that I have a salon. I work with other stylists. I had a barbershop next to me, a salon next to me. I honestly feel that there's enough money for everybody.
Correct.
I honestly feel that everybody has their certain clientele. It doesn't have to be jealousy because we know that the everyday struggles that come with being an entrepreneur, it's a lot.
Right.
So, I help people. I feel that that's how we get our blessings.
Right.
I feel that, everybody should help each other. We all can get money together.
Right.
Not one person. I can't do everybody here.
Right.
Everybody can't come to my school. I recommend students that I feel that's not a good fit for my school to other schools, and they do the same for me. So I feel that, jealousy definitely will stagnate your business and stagnate your growth. So I'm just a person that I feel that the more you look out for others, God is going to look out for you. And that has been very instrumental in my business. I give a lot, and, God takes care of me. That's my take on that.
Yeah, I definitely agree 100% with what you're saying. So let me ask you this: so someone who's in a totally different shop, because this is a lot of people issue. Somebody who in a totally different shop from you, right? And they ask you like just a free question, like, "Oh, what did you do to? Oh, what did you do to layer her hair like that?"
Yeah.
You gonna tell them every
Oh,
part
I
of
would
that you-
tell them. I would tell them everything.
Okay, see, I like that too.
Yes.
But you have some people who feel like, or I'm not telling you a product I use, or just being instinct, like holding back information. I'm a person. I mean, I can tell you, but you still might not
Yeah.
lay it like how I, lay it how I do. And that right there alone cause people feel like, oh, she ain't gonna tell me where she get the stuff at to do this and do that. Like that's already like a jealousy thing with people. Like they already feel like, oh, she ain't want to let me know that. She ain't want to let me know in the buzz on that. But if I know it and I feel like it'll put you on game, I'm going to help you. That's my heart. You get what I'm saying? But
Yes.
you get what I'm saying? Everybody ain't like that.
Yeah, and a lot of people are insecure.
Right.
Once you're secure, you know who you are. Me, I teach my stylists that work with me everything I know because
Right.
I know what I do. People come to you for the experience. There's a million stylists that can do what I do. Why do they choose me? They choose me for who I am. My clients know they can come to me. I'm their counselor. I'm their mentor. We
Correct.
pray together. We cry together. And it's the atmosphere. It's just what they feel. So
Right.
it's more to just doing somebody here. So,
Right.
whoever for you, gonna come to you. They got people that say they don't like how I do here. They don't like me. It's cool.
Right.
Go wherever you go, baby.
Right.
That's your money. So I think that people mindset is a big thing in people not being successful in business. And for me, based like how we raised, not us born with a silver spoon. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? So I feel that we had to change our mindset from what we saw growing up as kids. And, let me help you so you can help me.
Me,
We
right.
all need each other. Like,
Right.
I cannot get where I'm going by myself. There's always somebody that been there before me. And instead of you connect with that person to learn, and I'll use, for example, there's another school owner that's been open for 30-something years. I can pick up the phone and call him anytime, like, tell me what to do because I don't know. I
Right.
only been open for less than 2 years. I can't compete with somebody that been doing this 30
Right.
times longer than me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I think people got to get out their own way. And I feel that a lot of people would want to come to my school and want to come to me for help because I help a lot of people that people don't know about because you don't got to say what you do for
Bingo.
people. I don't talk about what I do for people, but I feel that people have let people get in their head like, oh, Tiara's this, Tiara's that. They don't like me over. I might have deal with their man or their man. No, I be honest. Or their
Right.
man might like me because
Bingo.
the Charles is small. I 40 years old. We all we done did what we did, but
Right.
don't let a man or the past or what your friend tell you about me because I'll have people come to me and be like, Tiara, you so nice. I don't have my students say they hate to be in conversations because they'll hear people say stuff about me, but that's not what they experience. You see what I'm saying?
Bingo.
Like, I'm not perfect. I say anything out my mouth, but let me tell you one thing. I'll give you my heart, not my body.
Bingo.
So I say this to say that a lot of people struggling, like in salons, a lot of stylists struggling because, oh, I ain't calling Tiara for no help.
Not wanting a network.
Yeah.
Not wanting a
I ain't
network. No, I said they don't want network. They need to put that to the side and
Exactly.
everybody can get together and get a big mouth. Because me personally, I'm gonna tell you right now, Tiara, I always tell people when I teach my classes, I like to teach you how I do it. So if I can't get something in, or I be like, I know for sure this person can slay you like how I would do. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yes.
I like to keep my money in rotation because guess what? My clients still will come back to me, so I'm not losing out. You get what I'm saying? It's
Exactly.
gonna always be like that, but everybody don't have that mind frame, and they just think networking nowadays they let these men get in between them, getting their money. You get what I'm saying? Or getting what knowledge that they can get from somebody else who higher than them. You get what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like they let all that get in the way. It's
Yes.
stupid.
And I feel as business owners, you got to remember this one thing that your network determines your net worth. Like,
Bingo.
you got one person that can connect you to the person that can change your entire life. That can, it takes one conversation that can change your entire situation. So I like the network. I used to, there's certain times that I got in my way and I promised myself that, you know what, Tiara, because sometimes you and that person ain't even got no real problem.
Right.
So sometimes you got to sit back and say, like, why don't I connect with her or whatever.
Right.
It could be something from middle school, high school. We growing now. So, like, I know where I won't go. I know
Right.
that I want to be successful. I know I want to be wealthy. I know I want my millions or billions. That's for me. And I ain't stop until I getting it. It going to come with a lot of hate because it's the higher the level, the bigger the devil. But I pray every day that God give me the strength to deal with everything that come my way every day. Like, I tell people, if somebody talk about me in front of your face, all you got to do is set them straight and you don't got to tell me about it. Don't call my phone and tell me if it ain't affecting my kids, my livelihood. I don't care to know.
Correct.
I don't care to know because, like, being an entrepreneur is very hard as you need your strength to fight these battles every day.
And
That's
guess
how I
what?
feel about
You
it.
can't please everybody,
can't.
and everybody ain't gonna like you. So it is what it is. It is what it is. You cannot please everybody, but people spend their money where they choose to spend their money, and I'm not gonna ever tell nobody where and how to spend their money. Do what fits you.
Yes.
Do what fits you. That's
And
just it.
definitely learn how to clap for people. You know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm a clap for you. Even when I can be going through, people don't know what I be going through. I smile. I'm the same person. You know if I got $1, 1,000 or a million, I the same person. I don't let money change my character nor my integrity.
Right.
But at the end of the day, when my friend turn, I'ma cheer her on. I'ma support her because it gonna be my turn. Every
Right.
storm ends. Some people don't know it. They mad or they hating or they jealous. Like my friends that call me, Sarah, what do you think about this idea? No matter how I feel, I can't tell my friend what's going to work.
Right.
All I can tell them is the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward.
Right.
If you look at people like who on Amazon, these people, they started in their garage.
Right.
Do these people know that they would be what they are
Well,
today?
not-
No.
correct.
So I encourage anybody, you can call me and say, hey, Tiara, I want to build a rocket and go to the moon. Hey, let me help you.
Right.
I'm on Google.
That's me.
So, that's what I do. So I feel that, especially in the black community, that we really need to start helping each other and clapping for each other and supporting each other. Start pointing out the negative. Oh, well, and who are you to say what this person deserves? You know what I'm saying? We can say family members, they'll look at you and say, oh, because Tiara didn't have this growing up, Tiara don't deserve to have this. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But who's you? Who put you in charge to say what Tiara deserves? I sow seeds all my life. I always been a giver. So anything I get is harvest for me.
Right. And another thing I don't like too is that a lot of people like to make people feel like say somebody 30 years old and they just get in the house or they just get in the car. And somebody be like, well, why are you clapping for them? That's something that they post that, but you just don't know what that person had to go through. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get those things. And I
Yes.
hate when people make, like, what may be small to you may be big to somebody
Okay.
else. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's always good to congratulate one another, because you just telling that person, like, I happy that you could have did that. You know, you don't know
Yeah.
how that might make that person feel like, okay, this person, I know what she got going on in life, and she telling me she proud of me. So that make me feel good. So now I feel like I can push more and do more why I want to do in life,
Exactly.
because you don't know how some people really look at you as being bae, and then you may feel like you ain't doing enough for somebody else. You might be like they everything
Yeah.
like dang, like she got all that going on and she's giving me advice or telling me like she proud of me, this, that, and third. So that's why it's always good that I always say I don't care how small it is. If it's big to you, it's big to me.
Exactly.
And we gonna congratulate you on it. We gonna
Yes.
thank you about it.
Yes, and that's how it is. I always use, when I talk to my students and I go and speaking engagements, I always use my life. And I tell people all the time, like, I lost my mom at 15 to HIV. My daddy wasn't really there like that.
Right.
Me, my cousin, them live in one room in my grandparents' house. So when y'all see me, why I got, like, you got to remember, like, ain't nobody give me nothing. Ain't nobody give Tierra nothing. Like, I didn't wake up every day and say, oh, I'm this person because my mama died. Or I'm this person because whatever. No, I use that as an excuse to say, I'm this person because I lost my mama. I'm going to make my mama proud. I'm this person because my sister depended on me. My brother in jail depended on me to have canteen. I got cousins that I'm going to look out for.
Right.
That's why, that's what wakes me up every day. Me, I can always take care of me. But
Right.
my family will tell you, like, ain't nothing my family going to come to me for that I go come do for them because I'm going to take care of them. And that's why I do what I do, because what you do now don't even affect you. This got to do with the generations after you.
Right.
So what I'm doing now, I might not even reap the harvest of what I'm doing now. But I'm pretty sure my grandkids gonna be all right. My
Right.
great grandkids gonna know who their grandmother is because of what I have done now. So we gotta sometimes take ourselves out of the situation to realize that the world bigger than you. Like some people just in their own way. They in their own way.
Guess what? That jump in the subject to here, childhood trauma.
Oh,
You
yeah.
Let me tell you why I
Yeah.
say that, and because look how you just say what you're doing. You want to lead the example for the kids after you. You
Yes.
get what I'm saying? So I always say you gotta watch how you do things, because you don't know how like how the kids look at us, and then
Yes.
because I know when I'm a little, some people who I look at like, ooh, she been driving this car, and she
Yeah.
when I've been a little girl, this, that, third. I want that when I get older. I won't be like this person when I get older. But you really do have to. I feel like like having kids, like set the standards. Like even if they don't get the money, just have the mindset,
Yeah.
to be able to get it, because it is hard to save right now with the economy the way it is, and stuff the way it is. But as long as they got that mindset and can motivate themselves to always want more,
Yeah.
can get better, it's going to come.
But we gotta realize that mindset, everything begins in the mind. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, ain't no shortage on money. People gotta quit letting the news and the media trick you to think that money gonna run out. Because
Correct.
money ain't never gonna run
Right.
out. Ain't no shortage on money. They print money every day. But everything begins in your mind. And when people be like, Sierra, can you mentor me? Can you see yourself being successful?
Right.
Because I can't mentor you until you can see yourself. Everything begins in your mind, manifestation. You got to speak it. So if you're paying me money to mentor you, but in your mind you're worthless, you don't feel complete, it's a waste of your money. Because your mind ain't get there yet. Me, the reason why I can guarantee y'all and put that on my life that I'm going to be rich and successful, because my mind already there.
Right.
Like my mind already there. I eat, sleep, and breathe success. I
Right.
eat, sleep, and breathe the day that I never have to worry about money. I eat, sleep, and breathe the day that I can wake up and go on any vacation, buy me and my kids what I want, take care of people, look out for people, and be a blessing to others. So because my mind is already there, I don't know I'm gonna get there, because one day all I dreamed about was owning my own house, having my school. And
you got it.
I never thought that would happen.
got
I put that on everything I love. I never thought that would happen, because I
got
felt that how many black people that we know that have it.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Bingo.
So I be like, shit, if they can do it,
You can do it too.
yeah, I mean, but I'm
Never
like,
settle.
you know what I'm saying? I'm like, but I just felt that how was I going to get it? Was I going to meet some rich man that was going to invest in me? But I mean, I don't got no rich family member that could do
Right.
it. You know what I'm saying? So that was my mindset. And then one day, guess what? I realized, because all you need is God.
Right.
All you need is God.
Faith
You
of a
don't need
mustard
nobody
seed.
in faith the size of a mustard seed. Like y'all might see me trip on social media, but I talk about God every day, because my story will always begin with God and go end with God. I don't care what I say, how much I play, because God is real. You
Right.
got to have faith. You got to believe in yourself. You know how many people talked about me even when I opened my salon? They say, "You sure?" I said, no, I'm not sure. I ain't even had enough money. I had no money saved, and I had nobody to depend on. But God made a way. And this is 11 years later. And look where I'm at now. You see what I'm saying? So
Bingo.
you got to believe in you, and you got to get people out of your life that don't believe in you.
Right.
Like, you got to have them people like, man, I got my company is just, they like, every day I'm like, man, y'all, I don't know how I going to do this. Like, this is a lot. Like, the school is a lot. That's a different type of business. That's a different type of overhead. And it's like, we know the hair business get kind of slow. So now I'm like, oh, what I gonna do? But I just got to say, like, I ain't never lack.
Right.
And I never get turned off. You see what I'm saying? Because I wake up every day and I give it my all. Once you give it your all, you leave the rest to God. And I promise you, he gonna come through.
Yes, ma'am.
Promise you. And that's just what it is when it comes to that. So
I can ask you this. When you first got your school, right? Oh, well, I'm not gonna say first. When you already know that, you know, like that's what you wanted to do. Did you feel like people fell off from you? Like you started losing people on your way to the top?
yeah, because I ain't even at the top, but it's just that people make low comments like, oh, go ahead, beg money. Oh,
Stuff like that.
yeah,
irritate
like go ahead,
Right.
this and that. But I always pray because I so humble. And people always say, you too humble. But you know why I humble? Because I remember living in a one-bedroom apartment on the project. My rent only $40. Like, I know that
Right.
your life could change in a blink of
Blink of
eye.
eye.
And you can end up right back there. So I'm always humble because I'll never forget where I come from. But it's like, don't ever look at me. I only want people to look at me as motivation, never competition. Because there's days I get in my car and I cry on my way to work because I don't know how things go get done. And I'm the person that like to ask people for nothing. My family and
Right.
friends will tell you, if Sierra call you, you got to come through because
that's
I do not ask. Like, I will get it out the mud when I tell you, however. So my whole thing about it is it hurts my heart when I hear people say things like, I remember when you had to, you really can't remember because I've been hustling since I'm 12. So
Right.
I don't know who can remember when I had money because I always made money.
Right.
But they'll say things like, they try to always remind you of where you come from. I don't need you to remind me because where I came from is the reason I get up every day.
That's your motivation.
Every day. I
That's
get up
your
every day and I create the life I want for me and my kids.
Right.
So don't remind me and don't look at me as competition because I ain't gonna never think that I better than you. When I left the project, guess what? I let them people know I'm leaving the right way in case I ever gotta come back. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know what tomorrow holds for me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't tell you what tomorrow holds, but I can tell you that I trust God and that I'm the same person, whether I live in a cardboard box, whether I live in my 3,200 square feet house, whether I live in a mansion. Like, I'm Sierra and nothing can change that, not my environment, not my situation. Because as long as I got God, I'm always be all right. So
Right.
that's just what it is. But
Right.
people will tend to start to act funny with you.
When they
And I'm
see you.
like, what? A one for me is a one for you.
Right.
So you think, okay, I got family. If I get in a situation where I get all this money, like I'm gonna put my people on. Here you go. Let me invest in you so you can grow. Everybody need that one person in their family. Even though I'm competition with my cousin David to these millions, we'll talk about that later. But everybody needs somebody to change the dynamic of the family. So instead of y'all talk about me and hate on me, like, why don't y'all help me? Because if I can get there, that means y'all can get there. So that's just, and it do hurt your heart when people
But
start to look at you.
I do feel like that too. Like a lot of people, when you notice the funny movements, like they want to be happy for you, but then again they like, oh no, she acting like she does, and she acting like she that. No, like you say, you don't know. Everybody don't know exactly where you come from. Only you know that. Only
Yes.
you know how that mess with you. Mentally. You get what
Yes.
I'm saying? Like how that motivates you to want more. And like you said, at the end of the day, that they don't know that if you winning, they winning too. Yeah, you don't got this burden with me, but guess what? If you ever lack anything, I here for you.
Yeah.
Because look where I'm at. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm in a better position to, maybe help you. You just don't. People just don't ever know. But I do feel like everybody should always clap for. I don't care how small accomplishment is. Like always clap for people because you don't know what it took for them to get there or to get what they have that they they want to be congratulated on.
Exactly. So that's definitely something that the black community should definitely work on. I mean, not everybody is like that, but you got people that definitely don't. They just don't want to see the next person win.
But you got men like that.
Oh yeah, we back on this topic. She don't get back like that. So she want to talk about the men. She want to talk about the men that don't support the women.
Yeah.
But you also got women that don't support their man.
But see, Eric, that's what I was trying to get at on my last slide. Everybody keeps saying we dogging the men. No, we dogging the woman and the man.
Yeah, but we're talking the partner. We can talk about unsupportive partners.
Yeah, like
so we are not going to talk about the male or the female. We're going to talk about the partners.
Right.
Because when y'all in these relationships, especially long-term relationships, like, love is very important.
Right.
It's very. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right.
But it takes a little bit more than love. You got to come up with a plan. You got to say, we going to get this money together. We going to win together. One hand wash the other. Like, if you go constantly bicker with your man about females, about this and that, you could be fussing with him your entire life, boo. But what I'm telling you is when you see the bigger picture, if you get a partner that y'all can help each other win, that's what it's about.
Right.
That's what it's about. I mean that's all it's about.
So why you feel men act like that?
Men are jealous. I think that men use money as control.
Yeah, but
So-
you have some women who be jealous of their man too, though.
Oh yeah, they be jealous, but they, I mean,
that might say you gotta learn your spouse. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta learn your spouse.
but that the same way we feel that men chase women not on their level, women chase men on their level.
Bango.
Because if you know this man getting a lot of money, all you could be to him is a liability. So a man like that, men get tired of liabilities, and I seen men now. Them man ain't settling for that. Them man can get pussy anyway.
Yeah, because how I feel is like this. If your man take a 20-band loss, right? You gotta be. You can't. You just like if you take a 20-band loss, the first thing you can say is, "Baby, I need that 20 back." That man take a 20-band loss. You know that man go.
Yeah.
He might not tell you that, but you get what I'm saying.
I feel.
He want no rub on the back, and he want no cock me.
Yeah.
That man
girl,
back,
listen. You ever did a man who lose some money, baby? That man will crawl up in the bed like a baby.
Yeah, but that's the truth. You get what I'm saying? Like the same way we want men to be there for us, men want females to be there for them too. You get what I'm saying? Because if we lose the first thing, if we spend too much money, we can't.
Let me call her and get my money back.
Hey, listen, I just spent so and so. I need that paper back. You get what I'm saying? So they may feel the same way too. They may not see it because we look at them as being providers all the time.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? But men want that same energy too. That's why I said our last live wasn't always just talking about men. As everybody need to learn to get, make it equal.
Yeah, it has to be equal. If it's not equal, after a while, it's gonna run its course. It's gonna end.
Right.
It ain't gonna last because if you a liability for this man and all you give him is some head and some pussy, like he can go pay for that. You know what I'm saying? He don't need. I mean, they can pay for that. You go to somebody inbox $40. $40.
Right.
So what can you provide? What can you bring to the table other than sex? Like that's the real. Because after a while, like the man gets tired of that. Men like new things. They like everything new. Yeah. They like new things. They ain't that they don't love you. They like new things, and that's what they do. That's their species. That's what most of them do. That's not acceptable. I just telling you what they do.
Right.
I got plenty home male friends. I tell you what they do. So all I'm saying is like, what can you bring to the table that he cannot pay for? Because you can't pay for a supportive woman that you can't buy that.
Right.
You can't buy a woman that you can trust with your life. You can't buy that. So you got to make sure that whatever you provide to that man is irreplaceable. It's almost impossible for him to find somewhere else.
Right.
And I'm telling you, everything you leave will be trying to come back. That's what it. And
right. No, yeah, you alive, but that's going on the shoot, but. yeah, she lied.
Because they might look at you and be like, and I can say this before, even before they be like, oh, Tierra going that, even before I never had a problem getting niggas, even before I had surgery.
Right.
Because it ain't even been about how I had looked like.
Right.
Because of who I am.
But Tierra, guess what? I always tell people, quit getting people who match y'all for the image and get people who soul.
Yeah, soul.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Because
the
ugliest person might make her man feel the best.
Okay.
She might not be equal to him money-wise, but guess what? She give that man a peace of mind. You get what I'm saying?
A man like peace. That man tired coming home, fussing.
Right.
Every day is an argument. Like, I'm telling you, like that will rhyme. I mean, me as a female, I don't want to pull up in front of my door, and I know when I go in the house, we go fast.
Yeah, like.
Oh yeah, you got to go. You got to go.
My home is my peace.
Home is my peace.
Home is my peace.
Anything
so if you
that
talking about my peace,
you got to go.
You got to go.
Yeah, you got to go.
Yeah, I definitely. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, that's very important in relationships, and I only can say that because being married and being divorced is a lot of things that. I'm a perfect. I feel like, oh, well, I never cheat on him.
Right.
I never this and that. That made me the perfect wife. But I mean, I know that, like, even some things that I could have done different.
But guess what's here? That's what communication play in part, too.
Oh, yeah, very.
You get what I'm saying? Because I feel like before you even get before you even get married, it's like how we say, you got to put it on the floor.
Yeah.
Let me know when you sad, let me know how I can lift you up. When you happy, let me know how I can continue to keep you happy. I need to see you in all stages. When you broke, down, happy, mad, sad. So I can always know how to deal with you.
Oh, yeah.
Because communication is the key. Because if you don't tell me nothing, how am I supposed to know that that's what you lacking and all? This is why it's not working between us. Blase, blase. Because same way men get tired, women get tired too. You get what I'm saying? And that's when you just come to the final. Okay, we just getting a divorce. Like,
Yeah.
When in all reality, we could have just worked this out if we had communicated better.
You're right. Communication is very important in any type of situation, friendship, relationship, business, anything. Like, communication is very important. A lot of situations could be saved if people would just talk about it, say how they really feel
To that person.
Yeah.
But don't go talk about how you feel about our relationship to somebody else.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Yes.
Or if you dating me, talk about me to me.
Yeah.
Because only we can fix that problem, not nobody else.
Yeah, and then when you got to get it from the third party, it's all twisted up.
Yeah, it's all twisted up. And
different.
then you got to realize the more you install and people head how you feel about a person, I know I like that. My homeboys call me with something about a female. I starting not to like her because why she playing with you like that? You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
So I feel like that's the same as women. You get what I'm saying? Because if I tell my homeboy something about a man, now they looking at this nigga funny like, you playing with my dog
Yeah.
a good girl. You get what I'm saying? So just keep everything within your relationship. Because
Yeah, you have to.
you can tell me something, and then when I go to tell her, so I be like, I might tell her in the way, and she knowing in her head, like, how he may have said to me, and now I just bringing all this bad chaos towards, with them. Just speak with your partner. You get what I'm saying? People got to understand people and know, what they want.
Yeah, communication is very, very important.
Communication is very, 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 very important. I know another subject, another topic. A lot of people wanted. Well, I'm not saying a lot of people, but somebody also had told me about it too. Like with men, like how they feel about being in a relationship with women who wants more, but they got stagnant energy. Meaning, like you can say, baby, I trying to get this house. But he procrastinating on getting it. Then when you get it by yourself, it's a whole big thing.
Yeah, feels a type of way.
You get what I'm saying?
And that's me. I'm that female. I'm going to tell you one time that that's what I want to. And I'm going to tell you one time because with me, I journal a lot. So I come out with the plan. Mm-hmm. You either going to go with the plan or I'm going to leave you out. Mm-hmm. And one thing with me is I don't change my plan based on nobody.
Right.
Because you know what I'm saying? Like me, I'm going to go consult with God. And once God give me confirmation, I don't need man for nothing else.
Right.
Because God going to provide every resource or everything I need to get where I going at.
Right.
So, and a lot of people get left behind in relationships, and that's when relationships get rocky. That's what a man be like, oh, you acting different because you getting money, but I been trying to get you some money too.
Bango.
Yeah, but, I've been trying to put you on game a long time ago. I've been trying to tell you, like, I'm not comfortable in this apartment no more. I want a house. I'm not comfortable in this house no more. I want a bigger house. Or I don't like the car I'm driving. Like, I want to do something else. But then you got people that are so content in life. That's the thing. Some people content. Some people do not aspire to be wealthy. Some people do not aspire to move off the project. Some people, they are fine there. And you know what? One thing we got to realize in life is if they're fine,
that we fine.
Let them be fine.
Right.
You can't change people. You can change the person you want.
Right.
But you will waste your entire life trying to change somebody to be who you want them to be. You will waste 10 and 20 years and you realize like that's all you want out of life. Right. And I try to make you better or but not even better. Because I don't mean because what I want was better, because that's what you want. We gotta realize that everybody got control of their life, and people get in relationships and they try to change somebody.
Right.
And what I learned is you cannot fall in love with potential.
Right.
Oh, he got the potential to be great.
No. He needs to show me some
you will
energy to
disappoint.
action.
You will disappoint yourself.
Yeah.
So
your actions gotta
when you
match your
meet
words.
somebody, you gotta love them where they at now. You know what I'm saying? Are you okay with loving this person if they never grow out of where they at right now? I can't look at you and say, oh, I like him now, but he gets some money, this and that and third. But if he never get the money that you're talking about, then what happens? Then you're disappointed.
Right.
Because you set these expectations on him. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where a lot of the issues come from, because we set expectations on people. Mm-hmm. And then we disappoint ourselves.
Right.
So with anything in life, you got to learn how to sometimes, with childhood trauma, anything like me, this person, because people like, Sierra, you too nice, or you let things go quick, because I always take responsibility for the part that I played in my decision. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, Sierra, he only play you because you let him play you. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like, you saw all the red flags, or she only did you like that because that's who she is.
Right.
And so what you do? Why do? I accept somebody for who they is, and I move forward, and I move different going forward.
Right.
I don't blame the person for doing me wrong, because you can't do nothing to me that I don't allow you to do.
Bango.
You can't and no man can't do
Right.
no more than you let them do.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel that when people could take, it's accountability. You have to take accountability,
for your
and
actions.
because all people do is blame. And so me, I'll sit back and see how a man move and how he handle, because I don't quit talking to somebody over something so small, like, because he ain't give me some money for something small. But you know why? It was the way it is. And I realized that if this minute, you had a problem with a situation that's small, you can't deal with my bigger problems. You know what I'm saying? And you wouldn't done nothing wrong to me, but I understood how you feel and how you think, and I knew what I require from my man.
But at the same time, he got to realize that doesn't make y'all connection. Like y'all still can be friends.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You just can't. You don't have you don't have it to be my man.
Yeah.
You're in the friend zone.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And that's what I'm saying, because we can't build up. You can't start small. You get what I'm saying? Because I got bigger things that I know that I want or need.
Yeah. And that's very important. So I think that, everybody got to take accountability, learn how to move on.
Right.
If things don't work out, move on. They be like, oh, Tierra, well, you got divorced and you wasn't, y'all like want me to lose my hair? Lose weight? Lose my house?
Right.
Right.
Life goes on.
I don't give nobody that much power over my life. Y'all felt like what's supposed to happen, because some people do go through those stuff and that literally they lose everything. They lose their mind, they lose everything. But you
But
get
there's somebody who fully dependent.
Yeah.
But it is nothing wrong with that. But you got to know how to shake back, because at the end of the day, you still got to be there for you. You get what I'm saying? Like, some people be so deep into like their marriage and stuff like that. Like they lose their mentals. That's why love is a dangerous game for
Love
real.
is
Here.
dangerous.
Yeah, love is very dangerous, because everybody can't handle it. Like
They
you
can't.
have some people like who just be so far in it to the point that they feel like they need rehab.
That's obsession. Oh no.
No, but it's not. But that come from childhood trauma.
But,
because I'm saying, because some girls who don't have their fathers in their life, they latch on to men like that.
Oh, well, my daddy wasn't a perfect father, and I ain't gonna lie, you can't do that.
Right.
But you gotta still realize that. I mean, my daddy been a player too, so that probably would make me know that niggas ain't shit.
But that's how my girl. Let me not talk Henry business on this.
Yeah, my
podcast.
daddy died. My daddy, but and I done,
Right.
you know what I done pay attention to? My daddy had sold a lot of drugs. And y'all know what? I had like drug dealers.
See, but one thing you spoke at the
But no, but it ain't even been the actual selling drug. I like hustle. I like somebody who
But you see your daddy making
can
fast
get money. Like,
Right.
I like money.
But
Like,
guess what? That made you a hustler. Because you see your daddy getting it.
Definitely.
So now you like, if I can get it like that, I feel like my man should be able to get it like that too.
Yeah, and like-
that's why his dollars, I feel like all that's what his dollars, you can't even, you don't know too much his dollars who don't have a man who in the streets. Because
ooh,
I'm
I'm single.
Man, Tierra, please.
Yeah.
But listen, we like men with fast, because we make fast money. So,
And dating a man that getting a check, they don't understand.
Yeah,
they
because
get jealous.
you telling me
you gotta wait 14
you can't-
days, not
yeah,
me.
Yeah, like you telling me you can't give me $2,000 by Friday?
Hey,
Oh no,
I gotta wait till you get paid.
Yeah. No, because once you get that paycheck already gone, we done spend that.
Yeah.
I used to getting up every day. I make my money every day. I know I can walk in one. I know I walk in
Yeah.
that way. So you should be walking off your job with some paper too. You at this point,
I remember when
you gotta get paid under the table.
So Boo had put the status of Boo said. What Boo had said? Boo had said something about a job, and you said you can't have it. He said he can't have a job. He can't work for nobody, and I get it.
I feel the same way. I had a job for a month, and out of that month, I've been to
Yeah,
work.
I
I've
get
been on time.
fired. I get
I've been
fired.
on time probably 6 times. Every morning, I've been like, oh, the baby does the even shit wrong with my churn. I just saying if I could be there. I could
Yeah,
say it now.
man. So, when you doing hair and you making your money fast, it's a gift and a curse.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand, like, you mean to send me 14 days until
Yeah,
the next deposit?
But Tierra ain't even that. How you tell me you got this check 2 weeks and it's gotta last us for another 2 weeks? No, baby boy, we can't do that because that's already spent. So you broke your toes. No,
Yeah.
no.
But you can have somebody that got a job and they know how to invest. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but because you have some men who know how to make 9 to 5 look like
Yeah,
that.
but they
Yeah.
know how to, because they know how to put their money, they buy assets versus liabilities.
Correct.
Like, you don't got to work 14 days, they go buy them Jordan thing.
Yeah.
No, you got to invest your money in things that going to bring more money.
Yeah.
Because they ain't not wrong with having a job, but I'm just saying, like, the way our mental is because of the industry that we are in,
Yeah.
our money, we can wake up, go get $1,000 right now.
Right.
We can wake up and go trap. I talk about, like, trap.
Right.
Don't get no sleep.
Right.
Run a special today.
But that man
and get
can't-
somebody to send you some money.
But
You know,
all that man can do is work overtime here, and he still got to be on that check. And he go cut it real bad now.
Yeah, tax. Uncle Sam will take her.
So-
Uncle Sam will take my bullshit.
Yeah, Uncle Sam gonna take the light money. You get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, so it's just a mindset. So that just goes to say, like, when you talk about You know, people wanting their father, and then you got men that got mommy issues too.
Oh, and
I'm not your mama. Yeah,
I know about men the same way how I feel with women. I mean, what women latching on to men so hard and like deeply in love because with that father, you have some men who latch on a woman like that because they lack lack it from they lack the attention from their mama. So now you around here raising his ass. You get what I'm saying? You cooking, cleaning, making sure he wash, got deodorant, hygiene boxes and all that.
Yeah, but then I do that. You do that for your man.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't buy your man things.
Yeah, I say that, but now they think you the mama. You get what I'm saying? Like.
Yeah, but if you don't go get anything, so you can say somebody else to get my man.
But so you gotta keep that up with men. But a lot of men lack that attention a lot too because they had that from their mama too, so they latch on to certain women, you know, for that too. So that's why I say childhood trauma is a thing. Like what you see as a child, I feel like that's where you gonna grow up. I always say that come from like where your kids watch on them tablets and all that.
But
too.
you can't change if you notice it. Like, hold up, man.
Right, you can.
Like, I don't want to be like my mama. I don't want to be like my daddy. You know what I'm saying? Because you can change that now if you can catch it and not become a victim of generational curse.
Right.
Or whatever with my family. Like, and I'll say that with my family. Like, every family got people that addiction.
Right.
Like, you know, drinking a lot, this, that, and the third. And I just always saw a lot of that growing up. You know, like your mom and them get together on Friday night, they drunk. I always said that I never wanted that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't want to grow up like that.
Right.
And I ain't gonna say that's what they had know to do.
Right.
But I say for me, I didn't want my kids to have to go through that because, you know, we saw things that we shouldn't have seen. Right. And we experienced things. So I give my kids like a more quiet household. We don't do all that in my house.
That's how I is too from my family too. Like I always say I'm gonna be the one to break the generational curse. Like, y'all, I ain't judging y'all for what y'all do because that's the normal for y'all. You get what I'm saying? But I know for me and mine, I want better. So my kids can't come around like that because I know what may happen or what it may see if they're in that environment or whatever.
But I always like to tell people too when it comes down to parenting that parenting don't come with a manual. And I always tell people that. Mm-hmm. Because you gotta realize that sometimes you be like, oh, that's not a good mother, but that might have been all she see. You know what I'm saying? You can't judge me for all that I was exposed to.
Right, and people only know how to love and treat you for what they know, the way they know.
And I put up with that with my daddy because I had a lot of unanswered questions. My daddy died suddenly. But you know what I had to say before I buried my daddy? I really have to forgive my daddy because my daddy did not have his daddy. You know, left his mama since he been young. Right. And my daddy did not, my daddy parenting was money. Like, I love you. Here you go. You know what I'm saying? It was never, I love you. It was never how you, but he loved you because he going to give you his last. That's how you show that he loved you. Everybody is not, oh, let me give you a hug. I love you. Everybody don't do that. So sometimes you got to realize that, you know, like, I forgive my daddy because I wanted more from him. But what could he give me when he didn't have that? He didn't have that.
He knew how to love you the way he knew how to love.
Yes.
That was his way. No, that was his love language to his kids. You
know what I'm saying? But most men in the street, we could be honest with most men in the street, when they get love, when they give away money, when they tell you, when your girlfriend showing you the most appreciation when you give it, right. When the children acting like they happy when you give it. So when we mad that men only giving you money and they ain't spending time with you because you seem the most happiest when they giving you something. So they learn to say, shit, I'm going to give them to them. That will make her happy in it.
Right.
Because me sitting in the house being broke ain't going to make you happy. Right. So you going to have to sacrifice the time. I'm going to go get this money and I'm going to give you this money. And you seem the most happiest. Right. So we can't judge men for wanting to do that because we like to say, he don't spend time with us. Right. Soft girl era, princess treatment. Right. And the nigga in the house treating like a princess and he ain't making no money. They like, oh, he ain't got enough money for me.
I ain't gonna lie.
So you got to choose your battle.
Tierra, I ain't need no Mr. Mom. I ain't need no nigga in my house washing, cleaning, doing
exactly
shit like that. I get up and do that.
But I'm saying, but women complain about that.
Yeah, but you have someone who complain
so
about that.
So you get a buzzy man or you get a broke man.
Yeah, but that's why I say people, you got to align yourself with the partner who is for you. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? You got to learn people before you even bring that energy or wave around you. I mean, yeah, going to be some trial and errors. You going to have some fuck ups. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, when you find your person, I feel like that's something that communication is the key. Like we need to align each other on certain things. Like what you can provide, why I can provide. What you can do, why I can do. Yeah. That plays a big thing.
And that's the same thing that work in business. What they say, hire your weakness, right? In a relationship, you need to partner with So the person where you weak at, your partner should be strong.
Right.
All that. So if both of us strong in all the same areas, who's going to pick up where we weak at? Right. You know what I'm saying? So. Like, I might be more financially, you might know how to get the money. I might know where to put the money at.
Right.
I might know how to invest the money. So it gotta be some type of balance. You see what I'm saying? Gotta be some type of balance. So that's all I'm saying. Like, it has to be that. It definitely has to be that. So
Right.
How you feel? I mean, how you feel about that?
No, that's understandable. It gotta be. How I feel about it. Everything gotta be equal.
Yeah.
You know,
It gotta
equal,
be.
You gotta be equal.
Yeah. And
That's-
and before we close out, just saying that's like, no matter what we said, all we said today was based off experience and
Right.
our personal opinions. Some people gonna agree, some people gonna disagree, but I always tell people, do what works for you.
what's best for you.
Like, quit comparing your life to social media, your relationship. Quit paying. If you paying 100% of the bills and your man stay home, work for you, baby.
That's
do
for
it.
you.
That makes you happy, because what make me happy ain't gonna make you happy. Quit comparing your relationships, your friendships, and stuff, the things that you see, because you can create whatever life you want on social media. So that's just, you know what I'm saying? Because all we do is giving our opinions, ain't
Right.
right nor wrong.
Right.
But at the end of the day, y'all ladies and men got to do what's best for y'all.
Right.
But I always tell people at the end of the day, and I tell my friends this all the time, happiness and peace is free.
Right.
Free.
Something
Those
money
are
can't
things that
buy.
money cannot buy. We don't see
And
the
common sense to you.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's free, but a lot of people ain't got that.
That was it. Common sense is store bought. Cause
Yeah.
woo, baby.
So I just want to, kind of talk about that. I mean, kind of, bring that up because, just our opinion. And when people saying, oh, this and third, but I can speak for what I want.
Right.
And nobody
That's
can
it for
judge
me.
me for what I want. And I don't have to settle for nothing because that's what you want.
Right.
So, what you
Yeah,
got to
no,
say?
that's you hit everything on the head.
Yeah.
You definitely did.
Well, we thank you guys
For tuning in.
and I hope that you, gain some knowledge or something on, or y'all agree with what we were talking about.
Right.
You definitely will hear from us again soon. Y'all have a nice day. Bye-bye.
Tear, that was good. That was real good. Tear.